So, if being on Ambien and making a racist joke can get you fired from your job, what happens? Peter Fonda then must have been on the bender of a fucking lifetime this week because, well, he came out with some real hardcore shit on Twitter. And now I'm not talking about there's the Trump, or the tweet about Barron Trump being locked in with some pedophiles. That's always nice. But it's a few other tweets that got the old noggin jogging here. And I'm thinking, where's Me Too now? Where's the Hollywood outrage? So, let's see. So Peter Fonda says, Sarah Sanders is a lying gash too. And gash is much worse than cunt. And he's right. Gash is worse than cunt in my mind. Maybe cunt's just lost its effectiveness. I don't know. But gash sounds like something that's messy and runny. And, you stick your fingers in it. And it's like, make that sound, Yeah, it's just it kind of gives you that dirty a priest touch me kind of feeling. But so yeah, I think it's kind of worse than cunt. But he says maybe we should take her children away and deport her to Arkansas. Now this is a chick who just holds press conferences. I can only imagine what he wants to do. Oh, I know what he wants to do to Melania's kid. Yeah, he wants Melania's kid fucked in the ass by men. But anyways, and then he goes on to say, Kristen Nielsen is a lying gash that should be put in a cage and poked at by passerby. The gash should be pilloried in Lafayette Square, naked and whipped by passerby while being filmed for posterity. Well done, sir. Well done. But, now look, I think Peter Fonda should be able to say whatever the fuck he wants, right? And he should also be called out for it as well, though. The Hollywood elite, where's their outrage? Where's the pussy hat wearing retards? Right? Where are they now? I don't hear any mass outrage from these people because he called women gash. I mean, shit. If you call women, if you're on the right or the center right or whatever, you call women a cunt and you're famous, the left is gonna they're gonna pillory you as well. They're gonna lock you in a cage. They're gonna fuck you up. Make sure you never work, right? I mean, you could say something far less innocuous than gash and get called out for it. I mean, we live in a world where if a dude sits on a bus and he's mansplaining, people would lose their mind. And yet Peter Fonda calls women gash, and there's not a peep. Now we all know why this is, of course. I mean, it's hypocrisy from the progressives and the left, right? It's only bad when someone else says something, but when our team does it, well, there's a reason for it, It's there's always an excuse. There's never any consistency with these people. But where are they now? I mean, for what Peter Fonda said, if Roseanne Barr gets her show taken away from her, and all these people are blacklisted, well, Peter Fonda should never work in Hollywood again. I don't know if he is. I haven't seen him in anything. He's pretty much irrelevant at this point. But, basically, he should be ostracized. He should be made a pariah from Hollywood. Of course, that'll never happen because he's fighting the good fight against Trump. And, despite the fact that he says, hey, let's find out where all the employees of ICE are and, let's go scare the shit out of their children at school. Yeah, he's speaking hyperbolically, but, you never know. I mean, I suppose some dude could take his words to heart and whatever. But, hey, like I said, Peter Fonda should be able to say whatever the hell he wants. My point is, there's a distinct distinct hypocrisy here, a lack of outrage. And, these people need to be called out not only like Peter Fonda, but also the hypocrites, the Hollywood people, the people who, wearing black on the runway and this and that and the other thing, and who want to call everyone a misogynist or a sexist. All these progressives should be putting the pressure on Hollywood to have him ousted, right? To make him a pariah, but they're not. All these ICE protesters and all these anti-Trumpers and whatnot, they're letting this slide, which is, par for the course. That's the hypocrisy is the coin of the realm with these people. And, I just think that they need to be called out. Justin Trudeau is alleged for groping a chick 18 years ago, and, well, you don't hear much from it. A couple articles in the local papers in Canada here, but let's face it, I mean, Tarana Burke or whatever her name isn't raising the hue and cry, gathering the masses with their pitchfork and torches, right? Because it's Justin Trudeau. He's king feminist, and he's got some outstanding fucking hair. Always an excuse, but I guess that's just the way she goes sometimes. Gosh. You can't sit in a bus with your legs spread, but fuck, you call a chick a gash. Well, it's only Twitter, right? Of course, Peter Fonda's not having his account suspended, If that doesn't constitute harassment or incitement, I don't know what does. But, hey, I used to have a Twitter account where it got banned for, the typical nonsense, calling people out on bullshit and progressivism and whatnot. But I never threatened anybody. I never called for anybody to be killed. I never called for anybody to be hurt. I use some swear words, as I'm wont to do from time to time. But, again, I won't go into detail. But I use a VPN now, so hijack. But it's they're hypocritical, the progressives. And, of course, they're the ones controlling social media right now. So they need to be called out for it.